During my incarceration, I was at Westchester High School, and during that time, like I said, it was a lot of gang politics, a lot of, daily drama, school, high school stuff. But it didn't seem any better for me to stay there. Like I said, because every court visit, they didn't even have evidence against me at this point. They lost the evidence, the weapon, everything that happened to me, but they kept me on probation because of my grades, because I had a bad grade in like algebra or Spanish or something like that. And so they were, like I said, trying to define me a bad person, because obviously I don't have that many bad grades and this is my first offense. So just being in that environment, I felt like I needed a change. So around 16, 17, or it was about 2012, that's when I enrolled in Venice High School. And my mindset going to Venice High School was, I'm going to go here, I'm going to just focus on my work, going to get my average up so I can graduate, because it's not looking good for me right now. Like, I really have to do this if this is the change I want to do. So I'm not caring about friends or anything like that. So that's why when I came to Venice High School, I was kind of a shy kid, a person in the back of the class and whatnot. And like I said, as time goes on, let's say just, like I said, wanting to do my schoolwork and whatnot, the next semester, I ended up going to court. And I had a new judge at this time, and he actually laughed at the case. He laughed at the paperwork and said, this child has been on probation for about 2 years, since 2010 or whatnot, and he's been missing school and this and that, like, and there's really no evidence or nothing against him. Like, why are you holding this child? And this is making his life better. And that's when he dismissed the case. And I was, like I said, the happiest person ever that day. Like, that's when I felt like there was finally hope. And that was all before graduation. So, like I said, my life started to look better. Like, I finally thought, wow, like, who thought, like, just really just dedicating your life to really what you want and doing good, like, can really pay off. Like, and that's why I felt like people really needed to hear my story from all of the things that I've been through, like, and not even, like I said, knowing what was happening in the works of, like I said, telling my story, writing my stories, doing my music, things like that, just living my life, how things played out. Like, it's like, yeah, like, I got a lot of support from people as I was, like I said, making that change and dedicating myself to that. I feel like the real people will support you when you can communicate what you want in life, how you're going to go about it, how you feel, and they reciprocate that to you. The support I started to find, it was all good support. It was all good love, like the energy that I really needed. Like, you don't know the drastic change of coming from Westchester High School to Venice High School, like how that was for me. Like that, and I was always, like I said, a quiet kid, but it's just, I like to read energy and vibes like that. Like, I know I might come off as an intimidating person and things like that, so I don't like to always just talk to people first, not knowing I'm the most kindest hearted person you might meet. But I felt like me speaking like how I feel and things like that to people is what drew them towards me. So the support I started to get from them was always, like I said, positive, encouraging, and loving. Even though some wouldn't always say it directly, I can feel it. Like I said, because I made a lot of friends quick when I came to Venice High School, and I wasn't expecting that. Like, and it just became from me being me, like wanting to, like I said, do music, finish my classes, get my grades up, graduate, and still, like I said, live my life. And I kind of, like I said, I have those people to thank too, like, for being, like I said, supportive and being a role in my life. Like, because without them at that time, who knows where I would have been? Like, who knows what I would have done? If there was any type of support system or anything that could be given to kids all around the schools, incarcerated in the system or anything like that, it would just be some type of club, some type of, like I said, some type of way of reaching out, communicating to them. Like, because they're all alone. Like I said, they're in a room with a bunch of other people who feel like they're nothing to society. So, and even in the classroom, a kid can be going through the same thing with his brother at home, like me, feeling like he's next up for it, or and everything like that. And you'll never know that until you actually get that person to speak, or you speak and that person comes to you and understands that. And that's why I feel like every class, every school, every prison, they need some type of counseling, therapy, some type of pen pal program, or something where a teacher, somebody can speak to them like one-on-one, give them some type of time, like to really tell their side of the story, how they're feeling on a day-to-day basis. Because some people, like I said, kind of lose their mind, go insane, not having anybody, being alone, things like that. So, and that's why they feel like there's nothing left for them. So, yeah, I feel like if any kid in school right now needs somebody, then and a teacher won't listen to them, then they should have a club. They should have some type of, like I said, support system where everybody can meet together and talk about things and not be judged, and come together and feel appreciated, because we're the future. Like the next kids after me are the future. So if the message I'm leaving today I want to be carried on, then I want the kids to hear me and, like I said, take this in, understand it, be like, yeah, I want to follow in John Bembry's footsteps because he's speaking exactly how I feel. And if something was to happen to him, I bet nobody else is going to speak and take his place. So, yeah, I really feel like there should be more people like me and more helpful people like the clubs and stuff that most programs get. Like,